What's up, YouTube? How's it going? Thanks for clicking in on the live or on the rewind. I know it's a little late. I'm over here on the west coast of Les États-Unis. So, yeah, there's still daylight in Washington State, guys. So it's just a little different for me. It's like, oh, yeah, I should go live by now. And, but there's still daylight. So, you know what? I was like, you know what? Let me go live. I can't skip. I try to go live as much as I can, say what's up to the people, let people know that I'm alive, and just document this collecting hobby. Such a cool thumbnail. I was proud of myself for making it on my phone. I was like, you know what? Let me use it again. Usually the color red is not a thing I associate with, I guess. I don't know. Maybe because I grew up in Los Angeles and the barrio where I grew up, you don't wear red. You just don't. You're a little safer wearing blue. It was just the way it was. Oh man, the 80s. 80s is a good. Well, I guess any decade's a good time to be alive. But yeah, anyway, that was way back in the day. Yeah, guys. So I just want to go here and share some of the weekend activities that I had. I went to the Washington State SummerCon. It's held in Puyallup, and that's how you pronounce the word, Puyallup. You could tell when a sports announcer is not from Washington State because they don't know how to pronounce Puyallup. And chances are, I don't even know if I'm honestly pronouncing it 110% right. But hey, I'm a Washingtonian, and that's how we pronounce it, Puyallup. Cool. All right, guys. So I'll just get right to it. Yeah, I have a couple things back here I'll show off. I'll start with the comic books. So the SummerCon here in Washington State is about comic books. I have my comic folio from BCW, guys. It works. You get save a bag. They Washington State, they charge you for plastic. So yeah. All right. So usually one folio equals 1 day. Years past, but this time around, everything that I got was in one. A couple honorable mentions back there, and I'll show those off here in a little bit. Yeah. So as you guys know, I'm a Batman guy, or collector, or fan, reader, connoisseur, where I spend my money. All right, cool. So, you know what? Maybe next year I'll work on it. I'll get the names of the booths and stuff, that sort of thing. So yeah. Anyway, I started out the day with getting my feet wet, so to speak, and I bought this book. I have plenty of copies. And I don't know. It was just to get my feet wet. I could always give it away. I got a good deal on it. Yeah. So Detective Comics 585, if you guys recall, in my prior video, I have this slabbed already. I have it slabbed, but this is a newsstand. And I like picking up some of these books. I could have a couple of copies. Anyway, so this one is a newsstand, first appearance of the Ratcatcher. And yeah, I just like flipping through my short boxes, and when I have like a minor key like this, I'm like, hey, I got a key. And the fact that it's a newsstand or the barcode, I went ahead and got it. It was only $2. I got it at that price. I'll look it over again. I'll read it, and I'm sure I'll have fun with it. Let's see. Let me hit copy. Let me make sure that I did send out the link to a couple people. Maybe I'll do it again. And I get it. It's a weird time. Like, it's on a Tuesday, and it's during the week, and it's already late. Like, peeps on the East Coast, 3 hours. Yeah, it's about midnight over there. So again, thanks to you guys for clicking in. But hey, I'll send out the invite just in case somebody's, Semi-asleep. Random reads. ¿Qué onda, Monfrere? How's it going? I didn't see any updates from you, Kev. Let's see. Anyway, I did some chopping over the weekend. I got a couple of books here I wanted to show off. Thanks for tuning in. Again, I think you're not on the West Coast. I know that much. So yeah. So thank you for clicking in. It's a little bit later. There were half a dozen people doing Heroes Con streams a little while ago. Yes, there was. I saw Southern did one, and I was watching some of it, and I was like, yeah. And I saw other people too, but Southern was the one where I got sucked in a little bit because Jason, he collects Batman, and he has similar tastes. So I was watching his stream there a little bit. Put it in your box, Ian. We've been through this. All right, people saying what's up. Nah, Georgia is midnight. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you guys are, East Coast. Yeah, it's a little later that way. But thank you for tuning in, Ian. Thank you for showing up. So yeah, that was a $2 book. The next book here, I got it because I didn't recognize the cover. And if I don't recognize the cover, chances are I don't have it. Hey, Chef. How's it going, Chef? People saying what's up to Chef. All right, Chef. So I didn't recognize this cover. It's a Batman book, and I have to do a better job. That's one thing I think that I got a friendly reminder of over the weekend was that I did not have my lists. I had a notebook. With my checklist, if you will, and I've misplaced that notebook. And, maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't want to like adopt this whole digital stuff, but I just like writing stuff down. So maybe it gives me an excuse to write stuff down, but maybe I'll create a Google Doc with my Batman list. If you guys have a Google Doc, you just want to send it to me. That's cool too. Yeah. You don't use no. Like, I guess it's not that bad. I guess it's cheaper. And I guess you just scan it with your phone and it catalogs it, that sort of thing. It's cool. Again, it's like, I'd rather spend the money on a book, I prefer old paper lists, but CLC makes it easy so you can scan stuff in. That's right. So yeah. I might do the notebook thing again. I might do a Google Doc because I don't have Excel. Kind of stinks. You buy the computer for $750, Microsoft, and doesn't even include Microsoft programs. There's a reason that Gates Bill guy has a ton of money, though, right? I mean, he's not going to do this stuff for free. He's not going to help people out for free. I think it's only the fee is $2 a month, right? I don't know. Time for a change, bro. Telling you. Maybe I gotta do that. Yeah. You think residents from Washington State would get Microsoft Excel for free, but they don't. We don't. We just pay for their campus taxes. Yeah, to get me started. Anyway, all right, cool. All right, so the next book I have here is a Batman 374. I did pay $3. I guess prices are going up on books, or they haven't gone down. So the last book was only a couple of dollars. This guy, just in a bag, stuffed in a long box, $3. And this guy in particular, he's normally kind of nice, but I think he wanted me to spend more money than just $3 because he was like, out of all the books I have here, that's the only book you're going to pick up. And I'm like, yes, I don't have this one. And you memorized lists? I'm like, I was like, my answer was, yes. I went through my short boxes the night prior and I was flipping through the books. And this is a cover I know I don't have, and it's an August 84. And that's kind of like my brother's birthday. So I would remember, you do remember the covers. You do remember the dates on these books sometimes by a birthday or something. Maybe it's a month. Yeah, maybe I'll give it a shot for a year. So that's $25, whatever. But yeah. Anyway, so Batman 374, $3. It's a reader for sure. That was the name of the guy's booth. It was somebody's Readers Comics, Rick's Readers or something like that. And I don't know if he's local to Washington State, but yeah, I went with that book. Cool. All right, guys. So I think this is still day one. So I did go on Friday and back on Sunday. I was kind of hoping that the vendors would have like, hey, extra sales or extra percentages off because it was the last day of the con, and there wasn't. I'm not good at negotiating or talking people down. I'm assuming if a vendor or a person prices it that much, it's because they bought it for something and they're trying to make money off of it. So I try to be a good customer, that sort of thing. So I guess maybe I'm a sucker. I don't really ask for money off. All right. So back to Batman. I don't have 15 centers and 20 centers in my collection. I have more 12 centers than I do 15 centers or 20 centers. So this time I was like, you know what? Let me look for 15 centers, 20-cent books. And I found one. Batman 225. And these books are already rebagged and boarded in my light. So you will see all these defects in these older books. But again, I know I don't have this cover. I don't recognize this cover. And, I was like, you know what? I'll get it. And this was like, like 25% off or whatever. So I got it. Still a little spendy, but where do you see these books? You don't see 15 centers a lot. Kev, if you see them and they're plentiful, let me know. I'll send you funds and maybe you could do some shopping for me. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah. That's pretty cool. Look at that old 15 center. Yeah, there's that. Cool. All right. I've seen this cover plenty of times. And sometimes it goes for money. Sometimes it doesn't. It's a Neil Adams cover. And I've seen it before. And people have asked, again, it's a money thing. But this one was priced at $22. I didn't think it was too bad. So I got it. So there you go. Batman 215. Home Dude is using TNT and stuff. Look at that. Wayne Manor destroyed. Dang, that did happen though. That did happen in the movies. Not by him, but yeah. So yeah, Neil Adams, guys. It's a known cover, I think. And maybe I went up in price a little bit because he's no longer with us. RIP. But yeah. Went ahead and pulled the trigger on this one. So, and yeah, I'll get to not pulling the trigger on stuff. All right, cool. Next book I have here. I've had it for a while. It's a Dark Knight Returns, The Golden Child. And Frank Miller, Black Label. When I started comics, Dark Knight 3 came out. So when this one came out, I was like, you know what, I'll get it. Anyway, so I think it's a one shot, and that's covered by Joelle Jones. And I believe it was a 1 in 10. And she was at the show. So I got her autograph. That's her Herbie Hancock right there. And yeah, the artist this time around, and I got it from Midtown Comics, so I've had this for a while. The artists and writers at this con, they were charging $10 a signature. And I totally get it. Make your money. But they weren't even offering one free signature. And I didn't like that. I was like, come on, guys, 2 for $5, something. Like, years prior, I remember getting signatures. You used to get like 3 or 4 of them for $5. Nowadays, It's $10 a signature, nothing free, no remark, no extra whatever. Not a cool color, just a basic Sharpie. If you give them a Poshka or a gel pen, they charge you more. It's $5 more at some of these booths. And I totally get it. You have to make your money, but all off of me. Come on. So I did make window boards. I reached out to Entropy and Comics because I know I've excuse me. I already did that. All right, cool. He has a window board video, and I know how to make window boards, but I just wanted a good refresher. And his video was nice. It was informative, and I watched it from 0 seconds till the end, which was like maybe 10 minutes or less. But anyway, so I created all these window boards, and I passed on the majority of the signatures. It's just I wasn't gonna give the artist $10 for 2 seconds worth of work, and the books that I did pick weren't very valuable per se. It was just modern stuff from the past few years. That if I sell the book, I could probably get $1 maybe if I'm lucky. So to add a $10 signature to a $1 book, it didn't make sense. So I didn't do that. It was a little disappointing, but hey, you live and you learn, and I guess when you do comics for a while, you kind of learn it's better to keep the $10, you know. And I was okay with that. So I only bought one signature for $10. All right, next book that I have here is Detective Comics 3.99, and this guy had it priced for $5. I said sure. It does have the wear and tear and the love all over that. Look at that. I'm sure this thing was red. Somebody sat on it. They folded it in half. It was in their back pocket at one point. You know, but you know what? For $5, that's the prices of the books now are $5. So, you know, for a 15 center, so for a book that I don't have in my collection, yeah, I spent the $5 on it. Yeah, Commissioner Gordon. I don't know if he made it. We'll find out. All right, cool. Yeah. Okay. Next book that I have here, and that's with the new bag and board, like I said. There's a subscription increase on it, but I know I don't have this book, and it's a 12 center, and I pulled the trigger on it. It's Detective Comics 335. You know, look at that. Look at Batman. Look at Batman doing his thing with the haymakers, letting him know what's up. So yeah, 12 center. Yeah, you could tell they changed the trade dress, I guess you could say. Cool. All right, next book that I have here is Detective 336. Black cover, so it has all the imperfections. One thing I did show off my haul over at work because that's where I got the bags and boards. So just to let the peeps at work know, hey, this is the stuff I'm into. This is where I spend my money. So yeah, Batman's Bewitched Nightmare. Look at that. There we go. Okay. And of course, this is my second day. So this is Sunday. And at this point, I was just trying to hit up the booth as much as I could. Some of these vendors, I did see their tables, but for some reason or another, I think I hit them up twice. I think I looked and perused a little bit. So the following day, I was like, hey, if they have something, I'll go pick it up. And sticking with Detective Comics 430, this is a 20 center. Again, I don't have those 20 cent, 15 cent books. So I think that was kind of like in the back of my head, the goal was to add to my collection. And cool. And since these books are kind of like already beat up and everything, I could open them up and read them and I won't feel bad about them. What happened over here? Sup, Lon? How's it going, dude? I didn't see you, man, over the weekend. ¿Qué pasó? I wanted my beer. Next one. Cool. All right, guys. So the last book of the haul, This was on my list, and I've bid on it before on eBay. I didn't get it, and I got to double check, but I think this might be like the second appearance of Riddler in the Silver Age. I got to double check. But yeah, I've seen this on eBay, and I tried to put a couple bids, and it didn't go through, and it wasn't a cheap book. But you know what? I decided to go with it. This time it was in my hand. So, Detective 377. Interesting cover. The Silver Age cover. First Silver Age is a Batman, and he's like in a little tornado type suit thing or going on, a little spinner thing on the cover. But the story was that he was wearing some electromagnetic belt that each time Batman pummeled him, he deflected the punch. Anyway, so we'll see what the story is about. Yeah. So there's that. Let's see. Couldn't go. Wife has been sick. Hopefully next time. Beer, pizza, and a shot. I owe you. Yeah, man. I owe you too. For real. So what's next, dude? Up here, what do we have? We have the Grit City. They have Grit City, and they have the Auburn collection. You know, the what's that? Twin Oaks. The Twin Oaks show on Facebook. I follow them, so now that the weather's better, maybe I'll do another drive down there. It's usually the one when I go, it's in Auburn or up here in Everett, and it's a cool little drive because when I drive south, you normally get the view of Mount Rainier on I-5 or 167. It doesn't matter. And yeah, but this time with the cloud overcast, weather, I didn't get to see Mount Rainier like maybe a little bit, but not too much. So yeah. All right, guys. So the title did say autographs, and I did get an item autographed. But I'll save that to the end. But it was cool. A little surprising. I'll tell the story here shortly, but I got this autograph. So, but anyway, that'll be the end, and I'll talk about it. Chef, waiting for you to visit the valley. Beer, food, and tequila also. For real, right? Oh man, dude, I gotta go. I really gotta go. My mom was just down there. Maybe I'll tag along for the next one, and I'll drive. But right now my July dates are blocked out because we have San Diego Comic-Con at work, so can't take time off for that. But yeah, maybe I could do that. Try to do like at least once a year, because right now on my phone, I was going through making space on my phone, and I saw some video from Utah. Like I was recording Utah, Colorado, the places where I drove by, and yeah, dude, and yeah, I was like, hey, Lon's from Colorado. Anyway, but yeah, I gotta go visit. All right, guys. So since I went to SummerCon and I drove down there and I put over 400 miles of travel this last weekend because I didn't get a hotel. I was driving back and forth from the north end of Seattle to south area of Seattle, so Puyallup, a little bit. How do you say? A little bit of a distance for me. So in between the driving, I went to Dollar Trees and Targets, and I was trying to look for Hot Wheels. I think I hit up pretty much all of them, and maybe I should have bought at least one Hot Wheel to like commemorate the fact that I was at that Dollar Tree, just so I could keep track via receipt. But anyway, here are the receipts. So yeah, I also did Special Olympics. My youngest brother participates, so I try to go and cheer on people, clap. So guys, if you can't give money, just show up to an event and go out there and cheer people on and say good job and high five them when they walk by you, and yeah, it'll be fun. We're out in Colorado, dude. I just drove by briefly because I pretty much hit that corner coming from what was it, from Utah? Utah, that little sliver. I was in Four Corners area, so that little sliver coming from, or was it Nuevo Mexico? Because dude, I got to double check because some of these names kind of they all blended in. But I stopped by Four Corners when it was actually Colorado, and I took a picture of that. But yeah, it was Colorado going into New Mexico, and on the way back, of course. But it was just that little sliver. It was just that little sliver. What's up, Stout? How's it going, man? Yeah. But that's one thing I used to have when I used to do road trips to California. I would have a notebook and just write in my notebook, "Hey, this is where I stopped at a gas station. This is where I went." And now I just cheat. I just look at my credit card bill and look at my at the gas stations, and I just cheat that way. Yeah, but yeah, man, it was cool. All right, back to it. So yeah, I was doing Special Olympics this weekend, and that's why I didn't go all 3 days to SummerCon because that was my Saturday and early Sunday. And as I was leaving, I was like, "Hey, Dollar Tree on the phone," and I got lucky. I went to this Dollar Tree in Tacoma. I went in and I went out and I didn't get shanked. That was cool. But that's not the story. I went in there and I bought a couple Hot Wheels, and I'll just show them off. So I bought a couple of Hot Wheels. Which one? It was these ones. Okay. So I bought these Hot Wheels, guys. So again, because I was there, I was like, you know what? This is my third one, so I could break open this one and show it off. So it's a Brave and the Bold Batmobile. So I bought this guy, and then you know what? This one reminds me of the Dukes of Hazzard, like General Lee. Can somebody tell me what the General Lee was? Was the General Lee a Charger or a Challenger? I think it was a Charger, but anyway, this reminded me of the General Lee. It's not the General Lee. It doesn't have that flag on top, but it does have that same color scheme. I'm not the biggest fan of Mopar, but you know what? I bought it. I was like, you know what? Cool. It's a couple of dollars, and sure, I'll get it. So I go to the front, guys, and I don't know if you guys, many of you Hot Wheels, I know Rod is in here listening now. But I go to checkout, and I get the Hot Wheels, and on my way out, I noticed that there was loose Hot Wheels. And you know what people do? Customers, they grab a Hot Wheel and then they just toss it wherever they go. Yeah, it is pretty cool. That's why I think I bought it. It's like that black and red scheme is pretty awesome. So I noticed at the front checkout after I paid that there's Hot Wheels tossed around in the front. So Mopar or no car for me. Okay, yeah. All right. We got one of them in the crowd. There's always one. There's always one in the crowd. And what I do like about this car, Stout, is that it does have details. It has pretty cool details. The grill's not half bad. The rear bumper's not bad. And the bottom has details. Sometimes Hot Wheels, the bottom doesn't even have details anymore. It's a flat bottom. And then look at the rims, man. There's some stuff going on right there. Look at that. Spoke and chrome. So I go. And I decided to do another lap. And I found Hot Wheels on this counter, all messed up. And then, not messed up, but out of order. And I walked by the cashier registers, and somebody took a box and opened it and just tossed stuff out. And like one of these boxes, one of these Hot Wheel boxes. I was like, oh, wow. And then there was another box, and it was open. But you know what? Let me go look. So I did. And I found this guy again. So I found the Optimus Prime Hot Wheels. And these are one per box. So I pretty much had a fresh case, and I was able to snag this one. So there's Optimus right there in the middle. A little bit less detailed than the Mopar, but whatever. But anyway, so I got Optimus. And I was like, you know what? Let me look some more. So I looked through this box. I got first crack on it. And I also found the treasure hunt. So I really want to get like at least any year, right? But my goal kind of is to at least get 3 of a kind each treasure hunt, and whatever supers come, they come, but those don't come very often. But anyway, I found the treasure hunt for this case, and I bought it. So it's called the birthday burner. It looks like a cake, a piece of pie or a cake, I guess. And yeah, birthday burner. And you can see the treasure hunt logo right there above the wheel. A little wheel with the flame on it. Yeah. So that was pretty cool. And I've been to the store before, moons ago, like a little while ago. And so yeah. Uh-oh. Hey Kev, I sent you the link, man. Yeah, so I got lucky with that. And yeah. I was really happy about it. Like, I'm trying to at least, collect the 2025. So yeah, I found a couple more, and so I bought a couple more. Then I went to another store. I went to 4 or 5 stores total, all from Tacoma to Linwood, Seattle area. I skipped Seattle though because Interstate 5 was closed, so I couldn't go up that corridor on Interstate 5. So I took the Highway 167. I went east of that, and then eventually the 405. If you guys are familiar with Seattle, you know where I'm talking about. If not, mouse click. Bellevue. There you go. Newcastle. There you go. Auburn. Federal Way. You Renton. Don't go to Renton. Renton. Anyway. So yeah, I bought a couple more, and since I found an orange and black one, I found another orange and black one, and yeah, McLaren. So I found this McLaren. I thought it was really cool. Allegedly, it's a new one, but going back to that bottom, see, there's like no exhaust system, mate. No exhaust, so it's kind of plain. But whatever. The paint is striking. It's pretty cool. Stands out. So I went with it. So yeah, bought that one. And then everyone says always get the Japanese vehicles or whatever. I just thought it looked cool. I don't know if I call it a phase, but when I was a kid, there's a phase where real men could wear pink or whatever. And so hot pink was the color. So this kind of brought me back a little bit. So I went ahead and bought it. It's a Skyline. Nissan Skyline with some hieroglyphics there. And it reminded me of that time of the 90s. So there it is, 70s versus now, or 90s, whatever. So yeah, that pink, that sort of stuff reminded me of it. So yeah, that concludes my haul for Hot Wheels. All right, guys, I have somebody in the media room, and the green room. Let me play them an intro, and we'll bring them in.
That's perfect.
Hey, Random, what's up, man? How's it going, Kev?
Pretty good, man.
Good. All right,
That's you brought up Hot Wheels because I've been trying to sell some.
Oh, cool. All right, look, that does work.
Treasure.
Oh, what you got there?
I think that was one of last year's treasure hunts.
Okay.
Actually says treasure hunt on the car.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
Time shifter.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I need to sell some stuff to get some money up to ship some
I
stuff.
hear you.
I've sold already.
Stout. My best friend has collected Hot Wheels since the late 80s. Wow.
Man, I bet he's got some good stuff.
Dude, but back then, they only released like 16 different ones a year.
Really?
Well, that was true in the 60s and 70s. I don't know about the 80s. I know that when they first came out, in 68, they only had like 16 different ones or something like that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was just very few.
Yeah.
All right. So honorable mentions for the convention. The voices of Pinky and the Brain were at the convention.
Cool.
But those guys wanted, I think it was $60 or $80 an autograph.
Wow.
And I said to myself, yeah, my books are not worth 60 or 80 bucks.
Right.
Like if I pay this guy $60, I can't get $60 for the book. It's not going to happen. So anyway, I had them in my bag, but I didn't get them signed. But anyway, Animaniacs, issue number 2.
Oh yeah. Love that.
So it was a cool cartoon, Animaniacs. It was funny.
Oh yeah. Hello, nurse.
Hello. See, that's the thing. Dude, I used to say that, Kev. I used to be like, hello, nurse. Well, guess what? My lady loved Animaniacs.
Oh, no.
So I can't say that. I can't.
Right.
I can't say it. Like, oh, she knows the reference. God damn it, you know? Yeah, anyway, so honorable mention, number 2. Number 2. And here's the other honorable mention. It had Pinky on the Brain on the cover. And again, I wanted, both of those guys were charging like 60 or 80 bucks a piece. And I totally get it, but it's not like I'm having them sign like an original art or what's that called, that film or whatever from the cartoon. What do they call it? The
cells.
The cells, correct. Thank you. So it was just a book. And again, is this comic book worth 60 bucks on its own? Issue number 3.
And I just don't see how the voice actors can charge that much.
Bro, no. It gets better. So some of the Disney princesses were charging $100 a signature.
That I get.
Yeah, I don't, because they know that they could get the little kids.
Yep, exactly.
It's a money grab from the little kids. Like, anyway, that outfit is simply smashing, Brain. Don't say smashing, Pinky. So yeah, man, the 2 lab rats. Like, as an adult, you're like, ooh, lab rats, dude. That's kind of bad. But as a kid, you didn't know. You're like, whatever. Anyway, so those were the honorable mentions. All right, Kev. Since you're here, I'm not talking to myself. So I'm up to my grand finale. So William Daniels was there. The voice of Kit from Knight Rider.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That was really cool. As you guys know, I've bought a couple Knight Rider things here on the show and showed them off.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm a fan. And obviously have the Hot Wheels too. Yeah. But that booth they actually had Kit at SummerCon. The people who own Kit that was used in one of the films, they upped their prices too.
Yeah.
Because I was digging through my boxes to look for stuff.
Mm-hmm. I had
and
that
they used to sell this Hot Wheel for $5.
Yeah.
Now they upped it to $10.
Wow.
And again, is this worth $10?
I'll sell mine for $5.
Right? For real, right? So
I think I already sold it.
But hey, I appreciated that they brought the car out. So I bought some stuff from the booth. This is what I bought. They have like a couple of these. This is like, obviously when they copied it, they did it wrong, but thank you. All right. So, but they have like the folder of the top secret folder file or whatever on Kit.
Cool.
And it's confidential, but they did when they Xeroxed it, it's upside down.
Oh.
So this is like the file or whatever,
Yeah.
folded in half, and this is the manila envelope or whatever that they had.
Cool.
So, but anyway, so it was that page and this page for $5.
Oh no, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I've purchased this before from them, and I just went and bought another copy. I'll hang this up at my brother's.
Yeah.
He has a garage with a Trans Am in it. So
yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So Kit, the car was there, and so was William Daniels. So I got this license plate on Amazon, and I had him sign it. So I'll show that off now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So one thing about the signing, look, I don't regret getting the signature, but they kind of did the bait and switch. Their website said this: hey, his signature is $60. All right, $60. But when you show up, hey, if you bring something, it's an additional $20.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, what? If anything, I'm saving your inventory of the pictures that you have, and you're charging me extra $20.
Yep, I've seen them do that before.
So I think that's horse stuff, I think.
Nice from them.
But you know what? William Daniels is 98 years old, and
wow,
they tacked on the extra $20 there, so whatever. Hey, if the $20 went to the man, fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. But, it's the booth. Oh, and they charge plus tax. Because they wanted cash. And I'm like, I'm not going to give you an extra $20 cash. But yeah. So I got 2 of them signed, and here we go. But yeah, that was the highlight. It was cool meeting Mr. Feeney. But the thing that I did not like about the show was that they kind of hurt the people who ran the signatures and stuff. They did the sign it and go. Yeah. So I can say, hey, Mr. Daniels, I loved you. And Boy Meets World, you are my high school principal. You were my teacher. You were that stern person that I loved and respected. I had a couple of teachers like you, but I couldn't even tell them that.
Wow.
I couldn't say, hey, you're an inspiration. Hey, you did a good job. And
yeah, that's messed up.
What's that?
You should at least have a minute or two to say something.
Yeah. Dude, I couldn't even take a picture of him taking signing my stuff. Like that. Maybe I should have just been like, took a picture. Oh, I didn't know that. Or,
Exactly. Yeah.
But the fact that they're like, okay, they have you doing this, it kind of sucked. Yeah. Jag, what's up, Jag? Jag is up in here. Wow, I need that one. Put it in my box. Yeah, for real, right? Yeah. Oh, did you hear about this? The Cobra Kai bite mark. Did you hear about that?
No way.
So, I forgot his last name, but Michael something, the actor that plays Sensei Kreese.
Yeah.
I guess he got a little too flirty with one of his co-stars and pretended to bite her. And I think the co-star kind of got embarrassed that this 100-year-old man is flirting with her. And she called the cops on him and got him arrested.
Wow.
So at the show, Sensei Kreese got arrested. That's the story, what they're telling. His defense said, hey, I was just kidding around. And her story is that, hey, this guy bit me. He said he was just trying to be friendly and flirty for pictures or something. And yeah. So we'll see. So no, Lon, I did not go away with Sensei Kreese biting me. I don't know if that was a thing. I think Todd was selling Spawn mobiles for $25 2 years ago at CDC. What's up, Jag? People saying what's up to Jag. People saying what's up to Stout. Anyway, so yeah, I couldn't say thank you to Mr. Feeney, but when I asked him to autograph it, I said please and thank you. And I think he was running on autopilot, and I was there early. That was the first thing. As soon as the doors opened at noon, I walked in. I used the restroom. I washed my hands. I walked around a little bit, looked for his booth, and I got the autograph. Wow. But even then, they were just hurting people through. 7 of 9 pecks.
There that many people there that they had to do that?
Oh, I'm sorry, Kev. One more time.
Was there so many people there that they felt they had to do that?
No. I think when I lined up, might have been less than 15. There wasn't more than 15, maybe a dozen people.
That's crazy.
because they had like line up this way and then come here, curls. You know, they did the snake thing.
Yeah.
And the tape on the floor. So per snake, there was 3, and there was no more than 5 people.
Yeah.
There's 4 people. Maybe because it was just such a narrow space that you couldn't line up 5 people's back to back. Like it was just a narrow little booth because it was the width of a 10-foot table because that's where you were sitting, and that's because they had the next voice actor or whomever, they had their markings for that table, so they're being pretty strict. And I forgot that they had an express lane for VIP people who spend more money. This guy rolled up in a little wagon, dude. And I was like, oh, one of these guys. And that's happened to me before with Chris Claremont.
Oh yeah.
So this guy, like the Claremont guy, just had like a stack.
Yeah.
But this guy couldn't get his stuff together. So I'm sitting there looking at him because technically he's ahead of me. And I give him like 10, 15 seconds, which could be forever. And I look, dude's not ready. I look at the guy and I just walked. I walked up and I paid my money. But yeah, 15 people. It was at about 12, 15 or 20 at that point. And he was there from 12 to 7 with a couple breaks in between. And that sucked because later on I went by and he was kind of alone. But the guy's 98. I didn't want to bug him at that point,
Maybe that's what it was. He was just, he's so old that they didn't want to.
Maybe. Maybe.
It's odd.
But again, I think, dude, I just gave you $80 for this one signature. I should be able to take the picture with him, because that's the thing. If you bought something from them, paid $60, you get to take a picture with him. I just spent $20 more and I couldn't take a picture with him. Yeah. I don't know if I would though, because the guy's 98. But whatever. But you don't get to meet people that are almost 100 years old every day, I guess, too.
Right.
His spouse, his wife, 2 years younger, and she looked great. She was smiling, she was moving, saying hello, and he was closer to 100,
Yeah.
But yeah. But that was pretty cool. I just didn't like the fact that every other artist was charging at least $10 for a signature. And that was with a Sharpie. If you had a Poshka or a paint pen or whatever, it's $15. So yeah, I'm not gonna give who was it, Mark Brooks, $10 for a book that's not worth $1.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I'm good. And I created the windows for him because he's the type of guy. My experience with him in the past was he'll sign wherever.
Mm-hmm.
And one time he signed on top of Mr. Freeze's head on a Batman cover, and I was like, dude, really, man?
Wow.
I was like, dude, really, dude? So this time I created window.
I was gonna say
boards and
make a board and
and I got ready.
Sign that spot.
And I showed up, $10 a signature, and I was like, no, I couldn't do it. So I didn't. I couldn't do it, so I didn't.
It blows my mind the difference in price. Like Jenny Frison, as big as she is, the first 3 are free and $5 after that. $5 an autograph.
Correct. Like at least have a couple for free or something.
Yeah.
And when I got Mark Brooks' signature in the past, that's what it was. It was like, I think it was 3 free, and the fourth one, or 3 free. Any additional was $5.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so I gave him 4. So here's an extra $5.
I love the Ducks, Uncle Scrooge and all. It's my favorite. And Don Rosa was at Heroes Con.
Okay.
And Lady Fantastic went up there and got a book signed by him and asked him how much, and he goes, I don't charge for autographs, and the people that do are doing it wrong.
Okay.
Like,
yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember Claremont was only $5.
Really?
At one point, like when I got his signatures, and
he was free when I got him. But that
Yeah,
was
and
82 and
honestly,
94. Now
yeah.
it's 50.
But in that Claremont line though, you have those guys with here.
Yeah,
And
Lon mentions the extra charge. I think it's $15 extra if CGC certifies.
correct. Correct. And so if you show up with a witness, it's more money.
Right.
It's the same signature, it's the same labor, it's the same pen stroke.
And if you can take a picture, isn't that as good
You
as
know,
any
yeah.
certification?
So one thing I did not do, and I don't know, maybe I could have, maybe I didn't, but I did not know that they were doing the authentication on site again.
Mm-hmm.
So Beckett or CBCS, wherever it was doing authentications for an extra $10. So they'll give you a sticker. Hey, yeah, we certified this is a real signature.
Yeah.
But with me, it's like if you go online and you look up that signature, it's that one.
Right.
Like, granted, it's not the best penmanship, but Home Dude is almost 100. So
And typically, when I get an autograph, I have no intention of selling it. I mean,
yeah,
I'm gonna get an autograph from someone. I'm keeping it. That's
yeah.
for me.
I have. Yeah, that's why I had Mark Brooks sign my. That was Detective 970 something when he was doing the beat covers at the time. And I'm not gonna sell his book. They're still in a short box. It's just it was just kind of cool because I just wanted to tell the guy, hey, thank you for the art, and I'm just a fan of your work, and thank you for working on Batman. That sort of thing. But I don't know. I think people are just really focusing on the dollar signs right now. And he was definitely one of them. And I get it. That's how you make your money, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It was just too much for me.
Yeah.
Crazy. So why are you getting out of the Hot Wheel game? Or are you just making room?
Making room. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll keep some.
Yeah.
I'll definitely keep my Uncle Scrooge.
Awesome.
But yeah, I need money and I need room and
Kev, are you in that garage group with Rod?
no. I heard about it.
Yeah, I don't.
I think Lynn's in it. Flat Earth Santa. He mentions it.
Okay, yeah, I honestly, I am in the garage with Rod, but it's mostly Rod and Vinny who interact. So when I message stuff in there, it's them who respond, and so yeah. But yeah, we go in there, and I take I say when I go looking for Hot Wheels and stuff. I think it was Fable or somebody
Mm-hmm.
was looking for Transformers, so I record Transformers here. But I guess the stores up here in Washington don't have
Yeah, those are.
they don't
They
have
just
Transformers
weird
like
to me.
his stores do, I guess.
Like I haven't seen that Optimus Prime at all. I've been looking for it.
Okay, yeah,
Nowhere. Like you said, there's only one in each case.
yep. Yeah, but I'll let Rod know. I'm like, hey, let's add this guy. Copy.
I might go live here in a few minutes and see if I can sell some stuff.
Yeah, you can go live.
Yeah, I think I might. See if I can sell some Hot Wheels, some comics.
Yeah,
Do a quick flash sale.
yeah. At least show him off and let people know, hey, this is my channel. This is what I have, and hit me up and blah blah blah.
Right.
Yeah.
I got PayPal. Shoot me some money and I'll have them in the
Right.
mail.
Right. Here, we'll
Free
do a blind
shipping.
bag. Send me this much in PayPal.
That's an idea too.
Yeah.
blind bag. Make sure each bag has a treasure hunt and some premiums.
Do you frequent Instagram?
Yeah.
Is it me or did they get rid of the group chats?
No, we've got a few group chats going.
For example, I find like a funny meme or something, and I hit share, and it doesn't let me find the group chats as easy. It doesn't let me
Oh,
just
yeah. I have noticed that.
yeah, so I gotta like hit copy link, type
Yeah.
looking for the group chat.
Search for the group and then
Yeah.
paste it. Yeah.
Are they trying to eliminate like spam somehow? Like, why would you do that?
I don't know. Maybe that is it. Try and keep the spam down.
Yeah.
Huh.
The garage. Because like right now I'm trying to like message the garage and I can't find it. I can't find it. Let me see if I can find it on the phone. Where do I put my phone? But yeah, I'm trying to like, hey Rod, add Kev. And it's funny because I go in the group chat and I'm like, hey guys, I'm looking for fish and chipped, which was the second treasure hunt of the year, and I missed it.
Right.
So I'm trying to do trade with people, but no one's responding. I was like, So Rod's the only one. Oh, I don't have it. So let's see.
Yeah, I gave up trying to find treasure hunts. If I stumble across it, cool. But there's just too many people in my area that chase Hot Wheels, I guess.
Yeah.
They're at the door waiting when they open at Target and Walmart. The guys that work there get them all.
I saw this short where this guy had a picture of two dudes. He recorded two dudes with lawn chairs just waiting by the pegs.
Right.
They were waiting for Pokemon cards.
Wow. Yeah, the Pokemon's going crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, because what I messaged earlier was that I saw a video that had Acura Integra on Matchbox, and I haven't seen that one here. I haven't seen new Matchboxes. So, because to me it looks like a repeated case, maybe because it's all the same packaging. It's that orange stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe the car, I got to look into it, but anyway, yeah. Phew. All right. Well, I gave my recommendation. I found it on the phone, but couldn't find it on the computer. And if they don't add you, Kev, it's because they don't like you. Okay.
Okay.
The way the world works, dude. You can't please everybody.
What up, Jigs?
Oh, Jigs is up in here. Wow, he's lost. What's up, Jigs? Whoa.
He's drinking. He probably is lost.
Yeah, he probably is lost. Yeah, he's in bed. He rolled over, and he hit my page for some reason. Hey, Compton is in here. Whoa.
What up, Ben?
Booth? Oh, Martin. Look, Martin is in here too. All right. Lon, going to Rose City. Yeah, dude. That's September. So chances are I'll go to Rose City. Maybe Stout would be wearing his Riddler suit. He has a Riddler suit. He has a Riddler suit with a top hat with the question marks.
Yeah.
Everything. He has a cane and all that. I think he needs the cane to walk. But anyway, he I'm a jerk. I'm gonna need a cane here pretty soon to walk too. Yeah, Stout. Yeah, with Claremont signature, he does talk to people. At least, but hey, for $10, at least you're getting your $10 worth when you get his signature.
I think he was charging more than that at Heroes Con.
Yeah, I think it's 20 now.
Yeah.
Last time, it went from 5, 10, 20. So he keeps on doubling it up.
I'm like, well, I'm good. I got his autograph twice for free back in the day. So.
Okay, yeah. Hey, Jigs, did you check your mailbox, dude? You should have something in the mailbox. I sent you something. Let me know. People saying, what's up? Sorry, guys. Trying to go back through here. It's a Batman suite. Batman suite. No, dude. You're wearing a Riddler suit. Come on, dude. It was green, wasn't it? Yeah, right, bro. Hey, Jigs, you checked the mail, dude? I sent you something. You messing with me? Let me check the tracking. You should have gotten it by now. Yeah. I sent it last week or so. Just putting my boots on for work. Woot not. You work? Wow. It only takes 3 days, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean, James? Look, dude. I know I sent it to you. I boxed it. I paid extra because it was a bigger box. All right, Jigs. Let's find out, dude. Let me look it up. Great. Have I frozen? Because this thing is not coming in. I can't log in. It says site not available. Oh, there it is. All right, cool. Oh, really, dude? I gotta type in my info. So when you go looking for Hot Wheels, what stores do you hit up?
Mostly the Dollar Generals and stuff are the only place I can actually find anything.
Dollar General, okay.
Walmart and Target they're it's impossible to get anything there unless you stake it out. I'm not up to sitting in a store for hours waiting to stock any place.
Yeah. Yeah, so near me I have the one where I have most luck is Dollar Tree.
Yeah. Dollar Tree is one of the best ones for me.
So I get lucky. I have figured out when they mostly have their stuff. Please confirm access to your account by entering variation email to you. Gosh, they're really making me go through all this. And how did I figure that out? Because you have to go every day sometimes.
Yeah.
It is a little bit of work. People don't want to hear it.
That's what I did. I would go every day when I was actively searching.
Yeah. 594342. 594342. Yeah. And then I tried the same with Walmart, and I've gotten lucky at Walmart.
I don't think I've ever gotten lucky at Walmart. I've gotten lucky at CVS.
Ooh.
And they only have like 5 or 6 Hot Wheels whenever you go in there, but somehow I've gotten lucky there a couple times.
Okay. What? Dude, what the heck? I don't know. I think there was a delay or something. All right, Jigs. Friday, June 27th by 7 p.m. And I shipped that out on 6/19. What the heck? It stayed in Seattle for 2 days before they trucked it out. That's weird. Allow, know your location. Never allow. Okay. So, you know what? I'll copy paste the tracking number and send it to Jigs. I try to surprise the guy. But then if the package never gets there, Jigs doesn't say anything for like months. He's like, oh my God, I had to wait for it to sit in the lobby of my house because just in case it caught something on the way there, like Rona. And then Jigs will hold on to that package and then he'll bury it or something. All right, I'll wear it on Sunday. Story of my life. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm sending you some Dallas Cowboys liquor. Hey, there we go, dude. Those bottles are cool sometimes. All right, so there. All right, Jigs, you got your tracking system. It's there. Hopefully it shows up. And if it doesn't show up, let me know so I could claim the $100. I'll claim the insurance. I'll make money. I'll make money that way. Yeah, let's see. Perfect. All right, let's see. I got lucky with my TMNT Mickey Soda Chase. Okay. From Whatnot. Gotta run. See ya. Thanks for the show. Hey, Lon, thanks for tuning in, dude. Yeah, man. Hopefully we see you sooner than later. That sort of stuff. All right, we can. Dude, I only have 1 like on the video. Okay, I got 8 likes. All right, guys, thanks. All right. Do you have any Batmobiles like from other years that are not 2025 or 24?
No. I think I sold all the Batmobiles I have. I mostly have trucks now.
Okay.
Old 49, 50 Fords, Chevys, La Troca. I got a bunch of the La Troca.
Yeah.
And hell of an El Camino collection.
Okay, yeah, I've gotten a couple El Caminos too.
There's
my neighbor Charlie. Yeah, nice.
Super Hots or Ultra Hots, or Ultra Hots.
My neighbor Charlie's had one ever since I was like 6 years old, 7 years old when I moved in.
Yeah, I think
he's had the same green one, the green one with the white stripe on the side. He's had the same one. There you go.
That one.
Yeah. Nice. I spoke.
I've even got from the Cars of the Decades.
Okay.
I don't know what year this is. 2010.
Okay. There you go.
It's the only one I actually have in a case.
Okay. Do you speaking of which, do you have like a spot for cases, or you just don't buy them?
Nah, it came in the case.
Okay.
I bought that one at the flea market.
Okay. Yeah, because I've done a couple of different companies and stuff, and that's kind of things I was telling Rod. Because I think Rod and I are maybe newer than most people in that chat. And I've bought some Malco protectors. And then I forgot which this one was. I think it was from Amazon. But I had to get this guy in a case for sure.
Yeah.
So, that when I was talking about getting lucky at this Tacoma store, this was right by it too.
Wow.
So I was doing my rounds, but yeah, it's like a super. So I was like, you know what? Let me put it in this case.
Yeah.
And what I do like about it is that it says TH right on the plate.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool. I've seen that one before.
Yeah.
Again,
I've seen people try to get like $50 or $80 for these things.
Yeah.
I could see why, because they're so freaking annoying to try to look for.
Oh God, yeah. I've never found one.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I can honestly say that most of last year I was going to multiple stores 2-3 times a week, and I only got like 2 supers.
Mm-hmm.
One at a Dollar Tree and the other one at a Safeway. I saw a real El Camino last weekend. There we go. It was a light tan. There you go. Walmart from Walmart. I got it with my TMNT. Oh, from Walmart. Oh, okay, cool. There you go, Booth. Hey, Martin, you still have that Hulk that they got from Funko? Hopefully you do. No, that's cool. Hopefully you made money.
I got a bunch of DeLoreans too.
Uh-oh.
And Mini Coopers.
Uh-oh.
Of course, I got some of the Time Machine.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh, let me see that one in the middle.
I think these two are the same. The bottom and the middle.
Yeah, I do. I gave that one away. That middle one. Yeah, look, I like it.
Oh, it is. Yeah, this one's the one that's flying.
Yep. I like that middle one. The middle one's cool. That's the OG. That's number 1.
The red edition from Target.
Oh, yeah. There's a red. That's right. Let me go to comments to remove this one.
How about the tuned cars? You like those?
Yeah, I have that green one. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I went to this grocery store, and I see that they have a bunch of those displays or shippers or whatever they're calling. And Gabby's like, "Hey, are you getting one? Because I'm going to the front. I have that one too."
Yeah, the
And I was like,
anniversary.
"I'm going to the front checkout." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, this one's for sure. I'm taking it." So she went and bought it for me.
A couple of more DeLoreans.
Oh, dude, I like those. Those are awesome. I passed on the one on the bottom, and I kind of regret it.
Yeah,
But
it is kind of plain, but
yeah,
I try to get them all.
exactly.
There's some
So,
67 Chevys.
oh, there you go. Yep. I have that light blue one and that no, similar to that red one, but it's not that red one. Uh-oh.
55-year anniversary.
Okay. Gabby buys the Hot Wheels for me, and then the lady at the front checkout goes, "Oh yeah, my son's in a Hot Wheels, and I always get them when they come out." And I'm like, "Okay, that's why I never find treasure hunts or nothing, because she's the one."
Fast and the Furious El Camino with the
Oh, there you
chain.
go. Yep. Hey, it's Mike. What's up, Mike? All right.
Got some of the what do you call them, novelty ones,
Okay.
like the Snoopy.
Okay. Yup. I got lucky and I found a old case. Oh, dude, that one's cool.
The Enterprise.
Yeah. I think I got the newer version.
Submarine.
Oh, yep. Dude, I sent that to Rod and he was like, "Oh." Like, what do you mean? Oh, what do you mean?
The Mystery
Oh,
Machine.
dude, that's a cool one. I have not found that one yet.
And what is that? The Mickey Disney Steamboat.
Oh, show it off a little bit more. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Cool. Okay, is there a price guide like for Hot Wheels, Kev?
I don't know. I
Right?
would think so.
It's just whatever people price them at.
I just look them up on eBay.
Okay. Okay.
That's my price guide for everything.
Kind of like comic books. You just
Yeah.
look them up on eBay, see what you can get.
I got a few of these. What are they? The green light Hollywoods,
Okay.
like the Fargo
Yeah.
truck.
All right. Here's one I missed out on before. Do you have the? I think it's Batman versus Superman from last year.
Oh gosh, no, I never saw that one.
It's a Batmobile. It's a black and yellow. Yeah, Batman, and it's the treasure hunt. That's why I never found it.
Oh yeah,
It's a black one with the yellow paint stripes
I
or
like
something.
fireworks.
Okay, yeah, dude, I so wanted that super in that.
Yeah, I'd love to
I
see
saw that came out, dude. I was so trying for it.
All I ever saw was the regular one, so I'm like, well, I'll never see the super. So,
yeah.
The one motorcycle. Well, it's not even really a motorcycle. The Honda Z50.
Okay.
You know, I got that. I had one when I was a kid.
One Hot Wheel that I regret not getting, and I haven't seen it re-released since then, was the Dark Knight, the Bat Cycle from that movie.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, man, it's not even a Hot Wheel. Why am I gonna get it? And now it's like 2 years later or 3 years later, whatever it was. I'm like, oh, dude, I should have gotten it. I should have gotten it. Whatever.
I don't know. I think I'll just sell them all in bulk for $1 a piece.
Yeah, that's a good way. I wanted to get my family members a keychain. So this is what I did.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I pick those up whenever I see them.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? These are cool. Whatever. Hey, what's up, K-pop? How's it going? Hope it's going well your way. Yeah. Hey, K-pop, did you go to a con or what? I don't know if she did or didn't. Chances are K-pop interviewed somebody that went to the con.
No.
Oh, dude, I'm just messing. So yeah.
Matchbox El Camino.
Okay, yeah, dude. Sometimes the matchboxes have just that little bit more detail.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I get them. It just happens that way.
I had to pick up
Yeah,
the
checks out.
Snoopy Volkswagen Beetle.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. So then I got this guy. Did you get this guy?
Oh yeah, I sold 4 of those. I kept
Okay,
finding them at CVS. Just
and you sold them.
yeah, 30
Nice.
bucks a piece.
How much?
30 bucks a piece.
Shut up, dude.
Yeah,
What?
that's why I sold them. I'm like, really, 30 bucks? Hell yeah.
Bucks? The other one I want is that little because right now I dug out as I was digging for Hot Wheels this weekend. Oh look, here's one I found.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so the concept or whatever that was.
Concept kit. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I only found one. Wish I had doubles for that.
I think I had that one, or I might still have it.
The
No, that was one.
that Batman 66 tuned came out in a super.
Oh yeah,
This came out in a super, and I just found the regular.
yeah. I had a bunch of those, but
Yeah.
never saw the super.
Never saw the super. Even now, I'm wishing it to be true. I was buying some of these, but they were $2, but now they're $4,
Yeah.
which is weird. They just like doubled up like that.
Mm-hmm. I noticed that they've gone up on the premiums.
Yeah, because they were I think Hot Wheels were like $1.09 or 19 at the time, and this was $179.
Wow.
And I was like, what? 179? But it was in the 119 spot. And the lady at the register, I couldn't get her to change her mind. I was like, all right, fine. I'll pay the extra 60 cents.
Yeah.
Fine, you got me on that one. So whatever. But yeah, I found that gold one, and but Rod already found it. All right, I guess I'll keep it. Oh, I found this in a collection, and I'm really happy about it. Really happy about it, and I'll just keep it as is. I don't know. Maybe I could open it because it's already messed up. But I bought a bag of Hot Wheels. I think I only spent like $20 for a full grocery bag of it. It was like less than $1 a piece, but I found this one in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that one.
Yeah, so
it's older.
Yup. And look, it's all beat up because it was inside a bag.
Right.
It was inside a bag. It was just like, oh, I bought this. It was for my kids, and they opened one or didn't open them, and here's a bag full. And I was like, okay. And I bought it blind, and then I saw this one in there. There's only one Batman of that whole grocery bag full.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah, man, this has to be like the movie. It's like really close to the movie. Has a gun turret spots and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I was really happy about it. Look at that, dude. Look at that. And these things have gotten more expensive, less details now. What the fuck?
Yeah, right.
And look at even the chrome on
I've
the
noticed
side.
some of them have plastic bodies now.
Yeah. Yeah. But dude, look at that. Just a regular Hot Wheel with that much detail on it.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
You don't see that
back, I'll buy 10 of them. Yeah. Hey, what's up? What's up, Callie? How's it going, man? Let's see. Let's highlight his comment. Callie Comics, what up? Are those bats? That's right. Those are bats. K-pop saying what's up. John, all right, cool. Oh, hey, John, when's Frankenstein, man? Is that October? Or is that February?
So.
There's a comic book swap over in Portland. And they call it the Frankenstein something. And I like going. So Here's some other old ones that I have.
Yeah, October.
October, there it is.
That's the treasure hunt.
No, it's the regular one.
Mm.
Regular. Oh, hey, what's up, Connie? How's it going? Hey, how you been? Hey, you got one of the kids through school? One more. That's right. Congrats. Mom did all the work on that one. That's right. October. What's up to Cape? Hey, Connie, do you have Hot Wheels? Connie? I know you have video games. I know you have comic books. Do you have Hot Wheels? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, and I get it. Maybe it's the same color and they mess it up every once in a while, but they know how to sucker us. They know, like, hey, it's a different paint job. You have to buy the book. You have to buy the Hot Wheel. Yeah. And can you believe this, Kev? I skipped the motorcycle, but I bought the helicopter. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I always passed on the copter.
Yeah, right. I think I bought this one because it was black. The other one was, I forgot what the other color was, but I was like, I'll buy the black one, I guess. People saying what's up to Connie. There we go. Comic Chef, he has his in those big plastic tubs. The ones that are like 1.5 feet by 3 feet or whatever that measurement is.
Right, yeah, like the
Yeah, because when I
like the one I got here.
invited myself over to his place, and that happened. Anyway, he's like, dude, let me show you about Hot Wheels, and he brought 3 tubs out. I was like, oh dang. But he said he stopped because people were getting into fist fights.
Wow.
For treasure hunts and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, dude, I don't want to get in a fight over a $1 toy.
I know, right?
Like, I totally get it. Like, I've been to the Walmarts and stuff, and I've seen the people line up. Because I wasn't the only person lined up. So,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess people get into shoving matches and stuff.
Wow.
And I got lucky when I went to this Walmart at 6 a.m. The guy that was there, he was a regular. And I was like, hey, dude, you just want to look in these boxes and just split whatever we find? And he was totally cool with it. And I skipped on a treasure hunt in my little box of the dump bin. I missed it. I was like, hey, did you miss this one? And I was like, how many do you have? And I counted. I was like, oh, I only have 3. He was like, oh, dude, here I have 4.
Wow.
All right. I had 4. And that was really nice of him. And I said this, are you sure? And he's like, yeah. I found the other 4. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. It was the first one of this year. So it was the first response van from this year. So yeah, I got those 4, but I packed them somewhere. I don't know where they're at, but hey, look at Payne. What's up, Payne? Thank you for dropping the links. Yeah, guys, sub up to Random. He's going to do a sale on Hot Wheels one of these days. He's previewing them now. You see something, hit him up. Enter code word AGU and he'll surcharge you 10%.
Yeah.
Just to put it out there, guys. Hey, have I shown off this koozie?
Awesome.
Yeah. But I couldn't. But this is how I got the koozie. I was outside the football stadium one time. Look. So that's why I never show off that side. That's why I always show off this side. Like, yeah,
right.
There you go. All right, hold on. Let's see. Unhighlight that comment. Never experienced a treasure hunt, Hot Wheels fight, or a lineup for Hot Wheels. Now, Pokemon is another thing.
Yeah, I've seen Pokemon ones.
Yeah. What'd you do, Connie? What'd you do? What'd you do, Connie? Let us know. Mm, mm. I joke that I've put up my fist and I've done this. Hey, I've taken Taibo. And some people get it, and some people are like, "What's Taibo?" I'm like, dude, tell me you're old without telling.
Right.
Billy Blanks, man. Billy Blanks.
Yep, Billy
That's
Blanks.
what it is. Billy Blanks, man. It is. Hey, look, someone laughed. Oh yeah, I know Taibo. Yeah, when I did soccer in high school, our high school coach always tried to do different workouts so we could all be like the team camaraderie thing or whatever. So he bought the DVD set, or was it tape? I think it was tape actually. Tape set of Billy Blanks, so we could all do Taibo. Let's see. The 1-2 punch. We are civilized here in Florida. I bet you are. Bet you are. I don't know. No, if I could bat the eyes, I'd bat the eyes. I don't know. But in Seattle, I got to be careful if I say that. I got to be careful. This Seattle, Washington's a little different. A little different than Florida. There's a reason why they're on opposite sides of the country. It's a little different. Yeah, Connie, let me know. You should get into the Hot Wheels. I'll send you a keychain.
So, anybody in chat got PayPal and want to buy some Hot Wheels right now?
For real, right now. Right now. The one I did not find too many doubles of because Rod was looking for was this guy.
Oh, Bumblebee. Yeah.
Yeah. So
never found that one either.
And then people were saying that some Bumblebees didn't even have the bottom.
Huh.
Yeah, like there was an error. Let's see. LOL. No. My bro is big into those. I still have micro machines. Okay. Yeah.
These aren't micro machines, but they're close to.
Yeah.
Hollywood rides, G.I. Joe.
Yeah, they have the like the multi-pack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah. What? Connie, let's get you in here right now. Come on, Connie. Let's get you in here. She has tons of Hot Wheels. You're holding out on me this whole time. We've been friends. You even co-signed on a couple of my loans. You didn't let me know you had Hot Wheels. What's up with that? What's up with that? That's cool. It's cool. I collect Batman Hot Wheels. Okay, there we go. Yep.
Yeah.
See, I told you I liked her for a reason. Yeah. I don't know why she keeps me around, but whatever. Questionable choice, but I appreciate it. Yeah, let me see. I have this box here. I don't know what else is in here. Oh, I didn't get Rod one of these, but I'm still looking. I got to see if I have doubles. And the reason it's why it's Rod because he's asked me first. But the taco.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had one of those.
Yeah.
I think I sold it also already.
Yeah, so the taco, the Car de Sada. Man, you said you had the El Camino and a Treasure and a Super?
I got the Ultra Hots.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I have the El Camino and a Super. This is the one I told you about in the grocery store that I found.
Mm-hmm.
But even if the case is jacked, you have to pick it up.
Yep.
Yeah, so case, whatever. And hopefully you could tell there's the gold. There's a gold flame.
Yep. That's cool.
Yeah.
And you can see from the paint job that it's a Super.
Oh yeah, just cool. It's a cool paint job. Yeah. So and it was in purple. I was like, dude, this is double.
Yeah.
Again, I'm more partial to purple. I don't know. You can tell there's a purple Husky University of Washington flag right there on the bed. Let's see. She co-signed your loans. She knew you had no money. That's what I'm saying. She knew I had no money and still co-signed. See, as the type of friend she is, that's awesome. There we go. Let's see. Okay, cool. I've kept up with the chat. It's awesome. Stout, you have more to show off? Excuse me, Kev. You have more to show off, Kev?
Nah, I've kind of gone through them pretty quick.
Yeah. Same here. Like that box is only half full. This one's fully half full. But yeah, so when I went heavy. Like I was like, you know what? Let's start this Hot Wheels thing, and I really try to go with them. And some of these stores had these boxes, and I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe I could have the box. And they did. They let me have the box. But yeah, it's the one we were just showing off and talking about.
Yep.
Have that. I have a friend. She has 2 young boys, and I was kind of talking to her about Hot Wheels, and she works at the post office. So I kind of want to like give this to her, like, hey, here you go.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, if you get a kid into something that's not an electronic, I know that's a task. But if they do end up liking Hot Wheels, you know, it's only a couple bucks. Yeah. Here's this guy. People must have not liked it because I found all of them.
Wow.
Yeah, and I gave a couple to Rod. We did a trade thing. Yeah, I got lucky with that one. This is an old case too. When I went to the store, it was already old. It was like from the year prior, and they were still there. I got lucky on one time. When I went and I traveled to Dallas last year, I found the airplane. I found that airplane treasure hunt, and it was an old. Everything else was new about it, but this one was really old and it was still there.
Monster truck. I got one monster truck, and it's the DeLorean.
Okay, yeah, let's see. Nice.
That's the only
Did
one.
you know that those are in treasure hunts too?
Do they?
Yeah, and I've seen 2 and I've passed on them.
Mm.
The way you could tell, it's
wait, this is the Skyline, not a DeLorean. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the Skyline. Yeah, the silver
Yeah.
one. Okay, so that the outer rim is red.
Yeah.
I did not know that, and I've seen the Bigfoot passed on it, and I saw the Jurassic Park one, and I passed on it. And the one that I have not seen and I would know I would buy would be the Uno's one, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The Uno card game. Did you know that?
I haven't seen any Unos.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's getting late, man. I think I'm gonna take off.
Yeah. All right, Kev. Well, I'll give you a little sign off, and then
I'm gonna be doing a sale soon.
Okay.
Probably tomorrow. I need.
Okay. Cool. What time are you thinking?
Probably tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
4:00 Eastern, which would put it 1:00 East, West Coast.
Okay. 1:00 West Coast. Okay.
I'm not sure, but I'll schedule it.
Yeah. All right. Well, Kev, thanks for the hangout.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, definitely.
It was cool showing off some Hot Wheels.
Yeah. Yeah. The thumbnail, I had to use it. It was like, I liked it. It's one of the first ones I made. It's like, I better use it again.
All right, man. Good night, everybody.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, later. I don't know who that was, guys. I have no idea. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Cool. Thanks, Kev. Thanks for the hangout. All right, guys. Yeah, I can't believe I went on longer than I thought I did. So I guess I'll be outie also. Yeah, guys. Please leave a comment and say what's up. And yeah, so that way I have an excuse to send you something. And I guess Connie already has Hot Wheels, so that, that eliminates one person. But I'm kidding. Anyway, guys, please leave a comment, hit the like button on the way out. Thanks for the hangout. I'll leave you with some Lobo, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. All right. Thanks.